The iLLANOiZE app is available now on Apple and Google Play Store. Download the app, get the latest news, stream our podcasts, watch interviews, and listen to iLLANOiZE Radio live. Download the app right now.
This is iLLANOiZE Radio with Biko, iLLANOiZE Jones, and Pretty Riot. Going down right now.
As always, you guys can download the iLLANOiZE app as well as subscribe to us on YouTube. Find us on all your podcast streaming platforms. Search iLLANOiZE Radio. We there, or just download the app and everything is right there for you. Now, as we like to do at this time, we got another dope guest in the building. He's also a Let's Get Social winner, and he goes by the name of ISO.
100. Yo.
Man, oh man. Whew.
What's going on, Biko, man?
I'm good, my brother. You actually just premiered a joint with us.
Thank y'all for that, man.
I appreciate it.
Thank y'all. I appreciate that.
Told you, man.
That was massive. That really did a lot.
Hey.
So that was the first thing I did. I just graduated from college. I did university in New Orleans. I was there
in New Orleans.
In New Orleans,
okay.
Louisiana. You can talk a bit more about that later. But I guess like one of the first things that I wanted to do with my music was kind of get back into the, I guess being home. Like it's been a minute since I've been home, and I know that the scene has changed a lot.
How long you been gone?
I was gone for 5 years, so I did an extra year in school. I had changed my major, so I stayed an extra year to finish it out. So I was gone for 5 years, and I was doing music down there, kind of generating a little buzz down there. So everything that was happening here was kind of passing me by while I was kind of making wave in New Orleans. So knowing I had to come back, I kind of wasn't doing that correctly, like pushing my music more so in Chicago, but more so pushing it in New Orleans. Which I mean was cool. Like people in New Orleans are pretty dope. Like the music scene is pretty decent down there.
I don't think we even. What's your major?
Psychology was my major. I graduated with a degree in psychology.
Okay.
Yeah. So
smart guy right here.
Hey man, it's nothing. But So that joint I filmed it like in early May. Shout out to Carlo Catalan and my squad, Unique Visions for the edits, Isaiah Ferrier. And I drew inspiration from Homecoming by Ye. I felt as though like that was my homecoming. I wanted to do like specific parts of the city in which that I really rock with, that probably look good aesthetically, and went well with the song. The song, was my goal to just have you could drive down Lake Shore driving it and bumping it. You know what I'm saying? And so I hope I achieved that goal, and the video definitely was a showing of that. So I appreciate you.
You definitely took a stroll through the city.
Stroll through the city.
For those that don't know what we're talking about, it's Too Sweet, a.k.a. God.
God damn. I don't know if I can say that.
No, hey, you actually performed that at Let's Get Social as well.
I did.
How was your experience, man?
That experience was dope. Like I said, I've been following you guys for a minute. I remember I had a project called Intermission that dropped, and I actually sent it to Pretty. I don't know if she remembered this, but it was a long time ago.
That's what's crazy. It's like I have it on my phone. Biko earlier, he was like, I can't find this project. I'm like, I got it on my phone.
Yeah. So I sent it to Pretty like last year, and she was rocking. She told me it was dope. So I submitted it and everything, but you know how it goes. Like I was like, oh man, all right, I probably missed my little deadline. But I really love what y'all do, and y'all really do a lot for the artists in Chicago. So that didn't deter me at all, you know what I'm saying? But just kept going. I knew that the time was going to come for it to come full circle, and it did. So I was following you guys on Instagram. I saw that I guess you guys are already well into the voting when I decided to hop on in. So much like I know, I posted it and people started rocking. A lot of people, shout out to everybody in New Orleans. They voted heavily. And even people in Chicago that I really didn't expect to kind of support, they saw that I was serious about it. So they started voting and posting it and supporting. So that really did a lot, and I was able to have the opportunity to perform, which was amazing.
Yo, I need to know, because it's like being from Chicago and then moving to New Orleans, another place with a strong culture.
Yeah.
Like, how was it down there for you musically?
Well, honestly, so when I was in high school, I'm still a part of Huey Gang. Shout out to Huey Gang. I don't know if y'all familiar.
I was going to actually get into
that. Okay, we're going to get into that later
then.
So, so I was doing music here in Chicago just a little bit. Had like 2 small tapes under my belt as a youngin'. My voice was light. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to figure out a sound. I actually stopped rapping for a minute in New Orleans. I didn't want to come in and try to like step on toes or anything. I didn't want to try to be that guy like, hey, I'm rap, so y'all gonna listen to me. I'm from Chicago. This is what I do. And plus, like, you know, everybody in New Orleans believes that everybody from Chicago sound like Chief Keef. You feel what I'm saying? That everybody sound like Herbo. You know what I'm saying? And that's not the case. Like, you know, we all different. We all got different things to talk about, and different things that inspire us. And so, what I started doing, I just kind of did a lot of things in the background. So, you know, I had an open mic on campus that was pretty successful. Just started being around music, but kind of like not really doing it. You know what I'm saying? So I decided I had a project called Isolation, and I decided to like finish it all out in 2017 with I3, which did really well. And it did really well because of people in New Orleans and even people in Chicago, like, who remembered, you know, me being on the scene back in high school. And that got like 5,000 streams, and I was like, okay, all right, cool. Like,
I'm back at it.
Like, why not? Let's do it. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, that was a great process. Shout out to Devontae. He's in Houston, Texas right now, but he is also a Dillard University alum. He recorded that whole project with me, and we did that. So, yeah.
Now let's actually speak on Huey Gang, man.
Yeah, let's do it.
So first and foremost, what is Huey Gang?
So Huey Gang stands for Headstrong Urban Educated Youth. We started Huey. I mean, we've been friends since 2011, but I guess Huey came into form about like 2012, 2013. Y'all may know Stark of Huey, or Law of Huey. You know what I'm saying? Those are two. Yeah, shout out to the fam, or DJ Simba of Huey.
Shout out DJ
Simba. That's my boy. But what we started came up at the Lyricist Loft open mic at Harold Washington Library, and so I used to host that joint, which is wild. Like, everybody used to come through there, like Chance and Vic Mensa and Mick Jenkins, John Doe, No Name. Like, they all came through there when we was in high school. And I didn't realize the greatness that was in front of me at this time, just being a young cat who was getting mentored by Brother Mike and just hosting that joint. I just wanted to host. Like, I just wanted to call the names, like, because I knew I wasn't getting called on the list. So I was like, all right, I ain't getting called on the list. So let me try to get in this joint somehow. So I was like, I went to Brother Mike. I was like, man, like, I really want to host. Like, he gave me an opportunity and that kind of stuff, because the original host went off to college as well. And so that's when I jumped in the host, and DJ Simba became the DJ, because such and such left. He went to Howard. So yeah,
I'm thinking about how that's open mic, if I'm not mistaken.
It's
right?
crazy because I never heard of DJ Such and Such until we went to the J2 concert.
Oh man,
he was just there. He was.
So
he's dope, man.
Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah. I'm looking at like how open mic literally, you know, motivated so many young creative.
It was
artists.
the foundation for a lot of artists.
It was
in the city.
It was, and that space just allowed people to just come and spit whatever they needed to get off their chest. It was honest, it's real. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know how the scene is looking now, but that was such a pivotal scene for a lot of artists. And
that was a crazy time in high school.
Wasn't it?
Like, in high school, that was a crazy time. Like, I remember sliding to a few of them. Like, I wasn't a regular, but I used to slide on occasion when my mama would let me.
Yeah, my mama would let me too. Shout out my mama, she listening too. But yeah, I remember, you know, I used to beg my mama, like, yo, I need to stay like an hour late, just so I can go. And I remember much used to be hopping like from side to side. It's one on the north side at YCA. It's one on the south side. You know what I'm saying? It's one downtown. So you just have to get it, man. You have to get it in at that time. Everybody was just trying to rap.
Make sure to check out the iLLANOiZE playlist, in which we provide you with the latest tracks we play live on our show. Head over to Spotify and search iLLANOiZE Radio to follow our playlist, as well as follow our podcast. Now let's get back to the show.
Yo, it's your boy Illinois Jones, and you're now tuned into iLLANOiZE Radio. I need everybody to do me a favor and make sure you go download that iLLANOiZE app right now. You can get that off Apple app from your Apple store. You can get it from your Google Play store. You can get it from your mama, your baby's mama, your neighborhood drug dealer. Whatever you can get what you need, you can get iLLANOiZE Radio app.
I was waiting to see how he was going to bring it back.
I don't know. I was going to bring it back. I was going to bring it back. I'm tight with mine, you feel me? Don't forget iLLANOiZE Radio, because we brings the noise.
Ooh. iLLANOiZE makes the illest noise.
Ooh, look at hashtag everything we say.
I know that one time.
We say
black on. You say about the black on.
Okay. When you ill, all you hear is noise.
Slogans for days. I mean, let's jump into to the music, my brother.
Yes,
so you put out Intermission.
I did.
I want to make sure I say that correctly.
Intermission.
In 2018, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Now, I read a quote. You said, I wrote Intermission during a rough patch in my life where the only thing that could save me was writing and going to the studio. Yeah. So at that time, what was it you was dealing with?
I went through a very, very, very bad breakup. It was like horrible. Like it wasn't even anything that like, and I know it sounds corny, like, hey yo, I'm finna write a tape about, you know, breaking up, but like it just took a lot of twists and turns that I really didn't expect it to, and so I couldn't really kind of talk about it in a way like that I really wanted to. So the best way that I knew how to kind of talk about it and kind of like get my feelings out was to just write about it and to record about it. So you know, that whole I took a whole year on that tape. I took a whole year on that project. One producer, shout out to Miles Away, out of Detroit. I actually got hooked through him through my best friend, Kyle. Shout out to Kyle. And you know, we've been making music ever since. He does all my music right now. He does every single beat that you hear was made by Miles Away. So we got a good working relationship. You feel me? So I was able to tell him a little bit of what was going on, and he was able to send me things that I was able to kind of vibe with or talk about. And I still got some unreleased joints from that tape that I ain't even released, that I still got that I just listen for myself, because I only wanted to do 7 tracks. I feel as though I battle with this all the time about artistry. Like, okay, like if it's long, like do you think people gonna listen to it, or are people more in tune with just listening to something that's pretty short but with a lot of good content? And I believe that, you know, I'm really content based. Like, I'm not gonna put it out if I don't feel like 100% about it. You know what I'm saying?
You like analytical.
Yeah, I'm very analytical. I'm very like, this has to make sense, or this has to do right, or I need to share this with my girl, or I need to share this with, you know, the homie first to let you know, to see, hey bro, you think this gonna slap? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, but with that tape, I didn't ask nobody anything, because I knew that I was feeling it, and I knew that it needed to be said, and that got me like 10,000 streams. You feel me? So I was so excited about that project, and it was just something that's relatable to everybody. Like, everybody's been through something. Everybody's been through a breakup, you know, and everybody goes through the motions. Like, it's some happy tracks on there, some sad tracks on there. It's some, like, you know, it's just the different ways of a breakup, and I did it the best way I could with the resources that I had. You know, of course, I ain't got no 5-star studio, but shout out my homie Devontae. Like, again, you know, he had the studio in his crib in the suburbs of New Orleans, and I would go there 1 a.m. to maybe 4 a.m, record all night, and go to class in the morning. So it was crazy, man, but we got it done, and the people responded, so I was glad about that.
And you know, people deal with breakups daily. What's something you would, you know, share with those to get them through those breakups? Like,
yeah, for sure. Just do what makes you happy. I feel as though, you know, and I know it's kind of cliche to say, but you got to find your happy space within the drama. You know what I'm saying? Right. If you find something that just keeps you going and keeps you motivated. Like, I knew I had to graduate, and I knew I had to go to class, and I knew I also had to do music. So I couldn't let anything like just keep me down. Like, I couldn't, you know, a lot of people get stagnant, a lot of people give up, but that's just not in my nature. I don't give up at all. With anything.
What's some influence? Because you have like a chill vibe. Like, like what's some of your music influence?
Yeah, for sure. Biggie, for sure. That's my dude.
Which was on Intermission, you could tell.
Yeah. I got a track on there called Young Soldiers. I sampled Biggie also, but you know, that's my dude, man. I
can see that. I can see the whole chill lady.
Yeah, I'm just chill, man.
Fly look, game, slick words. You know, you got a little game. He got game.
But just the way he was able to ride on the track, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he was always just a step behind on the beat, and it just worked. Like, and his wordplay was just incredible. And I always say, like, you know, he's the blueprint for lyricists, and people kind of just take it and flip it how they want to. But when you look at pure, you know, lyricism, I just always go to Biggie, man.
I'm a huge fan of New Orleans music.
Oh yeah,
from bounce music to the line to like all that. I just love it. What's some of the things that you just fell in love with down in New Orleans as far as with the music?
Man, that music too. Yeah. I didn't like bounce music at first. I don't know. I just felt like the flipping the whole regular songs and just putting a little beat so women can, you know, shake their ass.
I mean, it's like our house music, though.
Yeah, it's like our house music, though. You know what I'm saying? But they do a great job with it. I fell in love with the culture. Like, their rapper scene is on the rise, for real. And I was able to kind of get in those spaces to find out who I vibe with the most. And a couple people, shout out to Sleazy. She's my dog. She's, you know, on the come up out there. And I enjoy working with her in Crucial. I also got a song with him called Chakras that I dropped earlier this year. But really, like, the way that they just grind, like, their whole thing is, like, they've made it through what most people haven't made it through. And that was a natural disaster. And they ain't going to let you forget it. You know, they ain't going to let you forget they made it through Katrina. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to let you do it. And their resiliency is just, it's something to be admired. You know what I'm saying? And they have so much soul within their music, and they do everything with so much passion. And it's just something that I fell in love with. So it took me a minute to find an artist down there that I wanted to collaborate with, but once I did, it was just nothing stopped me from getting it done.
Did you take some of the little stuff down there and mix it
Put it
with
into
your
your-
Yeah, the little gumbo, like this track Players Club that we gonna play later. It's got a little bounce beat to it, and that was also made by my homie out of Detroit, Miles, who's a big music head. So I told him, I'm like, man, I need something that they gonna shake to. You know what I'm saying? I need something that's gonna be groovy. But I can also, you know, put my little lyricism on it and my little wordplay, and he cooked it up and we got it done.
Miles, what's his first name?
His name is Miles.
Just Miles?
His name is Miles Away. But
Miles Away.
Miles
Yeah,
Away.
okay.
first name, last name.
Sensei Miles. That's my dude. Shout out to Miles, man.
Now, you know, man, I listen to Players Club. I love it.
Thank you.
I love the vibe of it. It's real player like.
Yeah.
Real player like.
Yeah.
And then you also, prior to this, like I said, the goddamn.
Yeah.
The goddamn is something that is very kosher. It's very chill.
Yeah.
It's something that people can, like you said, cruise to on Lakeshore Drive.
Most definitely.
But now, how the hell do you do a too sweet goddamn in a Players Club? Like, how do you find ways to transition your music sound?
I'm just inspired by a lot, man. Like, and you know, I know what I would want to listen to, and I know that I need to do something that I would want to go back and listen to every single day, or just throw it in rotation if it comes up in shuffle that I know I'm not going to turn from. You know what I'm saying? I like a lot of different music. I'm very eclectic when it comes to what I listen to. I don't even really, to be honest with you, I don't really listen to a lot of rap. Like, I love Stevie. I listen to a lot of Stevie. I collect vinyls. That's my thing. I got a lot of old school records. I'm real old school. I'm like 50 in my heart, you know what I'm saying? So, but I love rap. I love hip hop. The first album I ever bought was The College Dropout by Kanye West.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? And that was a long time ago. That was in 2004. You know what I'm saying? And that's a classic. Like, and that's something that I'm always gonna listen to, and that's something that's always gonna, no matter what that man do, like, all right, but that College Dropout fire. You know, that College Dropout fire. It is what it is.
Hey, yeah. Speaking of Kanye, you actually had the chance to experience Sunday Service.
I did.
And prior to you being there, I saw you tweet, man, Sunday Service coming to Chicago. Before it even hit press news, you already knew.
Yeah.
So you got an inside source.
No, I saw it on, actually, y'all posted it, man. Man, we got Sunday Service tickets. But I just tweeted, I'm like, I'm going to get them tickets, man. I got to see Ye.
Bro,
I'll forget you because I remember 2000 in line. And
really? It was only 76 people ahead of me. I was in the little app for like
same.
And then they brought you down?
Yes, I'm talking about. I did not like. I was in the app like
same here,
ferociously watching, like just on it. And as soon as they opened up for the waiting room, I'm in the waiting room. And then as soon as they opened up, 2,000 people. I said, "Bro, I clicked the button 1 second after."
Yeah,
and you know, being out there, it was just. He didn't really do much, you know what I'm saying, and that's kind of the beauty of it. Like, a lot of people, like, we know that he writes the songs, he flips them, you know what I'm saying, and I think that's the beauty of it. But I think more so it was just the people, like, and even people, like, I was sitting next to a dude, and he was, you know, a white guy, and he told me, he was like, man, to be honest, I ain't even here trying to hear that gospel stuff. I just want to see Ye. And I'm just like, man, but listen to what they saying, bro. And so, you know, in the middle of the concert, you know, they start doing Grateful. And he just, like, threw his hands up, man. I swear to God, I cannot make this up. And I guess he just started feeling the music. And I told him, I'm like, man, you feel that, right? And Ye walked past us. He went crazy, you know what I'm saying? But I'm like, it's just more about the music, like, you know what I'm saying? And it was just such a beautiful experience in the rain, in the cold, but you got to do it, man.
It's Ye.
It's
Ye,
man.
In the rain, in the cold.
It's Kanye.
They've been giving that man a lot of slack for his Sunday service, too.
Yeah, a lot of people have been,
People are just never grateful for anything.
I mean, they build you up to tear you down. They build you up
that's
to
it.
Yeah.
And it's not like he's
First they
selling
love
tickets.
you, then they hate you, then they love
you again.
Yeah.
Jay-Z.
Yeah.
But it's not like he's selling tickets to him. Like, it'd be different if he was making some bread off it. But I mean, like, they were free.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
He's like, y'all, come see this. Like, come experience this. Come hear the choir. Come hear what I've done. And I also like that he went into the church afterwards. Like, you know what I'm saying? And just sang. Like, it's nothing. He's just like, yo, I'm sure he was just like, can I pull up? I mean, who wouldn't want to have Kanye in their church? Just pull up and bring the choir with him. To be honest with you, I don't care how y'all feel, but if I was a pastor and Kanye hit me like, hey, man, I just want to come bring the choir. Hey, man, come on through, dog. Just come on.
Church is about praise. You know what
it
I'm
all
saying?
is.
Hey, yo, I just like the fact, hey, yo, these my people.
Yeah.
I got this.
I got this.
I'm at home.
The Moses of Chicago.
Yo,
Hey,
like,
spread it out.
I ain't never seen nobody go through a crowd doing
See,
this.
nobody, right?
You start seeing everybody make memes, and
Man.
I'm going through the moles on Popeyes. Over here, this is how I move everybody around.
Who would have thought that would turn into a
Who would have
meme?
thought?
Man,
No,
Kanye.
but I'm glad he brought it home. Though it was a great experience.
Yeah, me too. I mean, I didn't get to experience it, but you know, just seeing how happy people was to be there and experience it, I'm like, yeah, I'm pretty sure that was a memorable thing.
I'll never
man.
forget it, man. I promise.
Well, I mean, Live Nation, y'all need to get it together, get more tickets
Y'all do.
available.
And Kanye, we need that album, man.
Okay.
We need that album.
Man, next time throw it closer to me so I can just walk outside, man. Put that thing somewhere in Washington Park somewhere.
Exactly.
Not for real.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Bring it closer.
Ooh.
So, I mean, let people know where they can find your music.
Yep.
Your social media, get your shout outs,
There it is.
and introduce this joint, my brother.
For sure. So it's ISOZUS _, iSOZUS on all platforms. You can find me everywhere, title, all DSPs on ISO. Shout out to Unique Visions, that's the squad. And this is Players Club featuring Sleazy of New Orleans. Let's get it cracking.
Wait.
Oh.
Just thought about it.
Oh, my God.
Where did you get this name ISO from, man?
Oh, we got time to tell the story?
Yeah, I gotta know before we get into this.
Oh, for
joint.
sure. So, this is in high school. I went to Urban Prep West. Shout out to Urban Prep, the Urban Prep Network. And so my guy Stark if he would gang. Man, I used to just be by myself, chilling, you know.
Isolated.
Isolated, man. He's like, man, ISO. I used to be the dude who made the beats on the table while everybody rap. You feel me? So like, man, ISO, come make a beat. And it just stuck with me, man. And I started rapping. They started calling me iSOZUS, which was pretty regal. I'm like, that the ZUS on there. And it just took a name of its own. Actually, when I got to college, true story, people ain't even know my real name. Everybody was just calling me ISO. Because I was kind of decent on Twitter, like, you know what I'm saying, before college started, just trying to, you know, weave out and see what's up and find some friends, you know, because I already knew what school I was going to way beforehand. And everybody was, I just tell people my name was ISO. And,
Yeah, that's very
there
unique,
it is.
man.
Oh, also, man, my debut album, Championship Season, is coming soon. I'm working on that joint now. It's, like Biko said, it's mad eclectic, so whenever I decide to do it, I would love to come back and drop it with y'all, man. And
When is it dropping?
Hey, man, I'm working on it. But I'm really going to say, like, early 2020, though, honestly. Like, because I have, it's done, but I just need to sit with it a little more and pray on it, so. And try to, you know, push it and see what's up. So,
Really critique.
yeah, really critique it, man. Yeah.
And
but-
lastly, why the title, man? Why Championship Season?
Oh, man, after intermission, man, I just had to find a way to come out the storm, man. Like, this was a very great year for me. You know, I graduated from college. Like, I accomplished some things. I met my lady, my squad. We going tough. So why not celebrate and just celebrate with the championship season, man? Trying to hold that gold trophy at the end of the day.